ever felt a nagging doubt, a sense that something isn't quite right in a conversation or relationship? That feeling that you're being pushed, subtly guided, or even controlled without truly understanding how. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It rarely involves a mustache-twirling villain. More often, it's a silent, insidious force creeping into our interactions. Today, on Mind Unveiled, we're diving into the shadows of human behavior to expose 10 subtle signs someone is secretly manipulating you. Understanding these tactics is your first step to reclaiming your power. Sign number 1, the guilt trip. This is a classic. Manipulators are masters at making you feel responsible for their feelings or problems. They might say things like, "I can't believe you're going out tonight after everything I've done for you," or "If you really cared, you'd..." They weaponize your empathy, turning your natural desire to help into a tool for control. You end up doing things not because you want to, but because you feel terrible if you don't. Sign number 2, playing the victim. A manipulator often portrays themselves as perpetually wronged, helpless, or suffering. They constantly highlight their misfortunes, exaggerating their pain to garner sympathy and avoid responsibility. This makes you feel obligated to rescue them, to make sacrifices for them, or to overlook their bad behavior. Any attempt to hold them accountable is met with a fresh wave of self-pity, shifting the focus to their suffering and away from their actions. Sign number 3, gaslighting. This is one of the most insidious forms of manipulation. Gaslighting makes you question your own reality, memory, and sanity. A manipulator might deny things they clearly said or did, tell you you're too sensitive, or accuse you of imagining things. Over time, this erodes your self-confidence, making you more reliant on their version of events and easier to control. You start to believe you're going crazy, when in fact, you're being systematically undermined. Sign number 4, shifting blame. Manipulators rarely take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they skillfully deflect blame onto others, especially onto you. If something goes wrong, it's always your fault or the fault of circumstances, never theirs. This tactic keeps them in a perceived position of innocence and power while leaving you burdened with guilt and self-doubt. They avoid consequences, and you carry the emotional weight. Sign number 5, passive aggression. This isn't direct confrontation. It's a subtle, indirect expression of hostility. Think backhanded compliments, sarcasm, procrastination, or deliberate forgetfulness. They avoid open conflict but ensure their displeasure is felt. This leaves you confused, frustrated, and often guilty because you can't pinpoint the exact source of the problem, making it impossible to address directly.
Sign number 6, the silent treatment/withholding affection. When a manipulator wants something or is displeased, they might suddenly withdraw their attention, affection, or communication. This creates anxiety and a desperate need for their approval. You'll find yourself going out of your way to please them, just to restore the previous level of connection. It's a powerful way to punish and control without saying a word.
Sign number 7, conditional love or approval. Their affection, praise, or support isn't freely given. It's contingent on you meeting their demands or behaving in a certain way. "I'll be proud of you if you do X," or "I'd love you more if you were Y." This creates a constant need to perform and conform. eroding your sense of self-worth and autonomy. You're always chasing their approval, never truly feeling enough.
Sign number 8, triangulation. Instead of addressing an issue directly with you, the manipulator involves a third party. They might talk about you to someone else, or talk about someone else to you, creating drama, jealousy, or insecurity. This prevents direct communication, distorts information, and allows them to play people against each other, maintaining control from a distance. Sign number 9, constant criticism, disguised as helpful advice. A manipulator might constantly point out your flaws, mistakes, or areas for improvement, always framing it as being for your own good. While constructive criticism is healthy, theirs is relentless and aimed at undermining your confidence, making you feel inadequate and eroding your self-esteem. This makes you more likely to seek their guidance and validation, increasing their control.
Sign number 10, creating a sense of urgency or obligation. They pressure you into making quick decisions or commitments, often by implying dire consequences if you don't act immediately. I need your help right now, or everything will fall apart, or this is your only chance. This bypasses your critical thinking, making you react emotionally rather than rationally, often leading to decisions that benefit them, not you.
Recognizing these signs is crucial, but what do you do next? The first step is awareness. Once you see the pattern, you can begin to set boundaries. Remember, you are not responsible for another person's emotions or choices. Your well-being comes first. If you suspect you're being manipulated, seek support from trusted friends, family, or a professional. These subtle tactics can be incredibly damaging, slowly eroding your confidence and sense of self. But by understanding them, you gain the power to protect yourself and foster healthier, more authentic relationships. Don't let anyone secretly control your narrative. Your mind is yours to unveil.